Target cargo dropped.
Some say it's because he has a secret Discord server where he informs his regular customers where he's going to pirate. Some say it's because he's just very, very, very lucky. But I actually think Polo is the best of the Dark Marauders when it comes to raw actual piracy, because he embraces the roleplay so well. He's willing to have full-on, full-blown, long-winded conversations with people and bash away on his keyboard, but in a positive roleplay way. He is, out of all the Dark Marauders, the best at coming up with silly conversational bits, engaging with other commanders, and doing the whole roleplay pirate bit absolutely fully. As you well know from the painful clips that I bring you, I still don't use a keyboard when it comes to PvP piracy, so I tend to like going pirating with someone who does. Pirate Orc is the best when it comes to conning people. Polo is by far the best when it comes to robbing people. When it comes to straight up piracy, Polo hands down is the best of us. And he, typifies what makes a good roleplay pirate. He's incredibly patient. He sits, he waits, he collects his cargo with a smile on his face, he role plays it out. He understands that with roleplay and playing it correctly, the trader can have fun as well, and everyone knows. Now, on the day that Polo recorded all this footage, I only got on for a couple of hours before work because I was working nights, and I elected not to jump my carrier down and join Polo because I didn't want to waste 15 minutes of my limited playtime travelling all the way to where Polo was. So I ended up going pirating in Seoul while Polo pirated down here at the CG, and Polo had a whale of a time, an absolute whale of a time. When I finished work and got my phone out of the phone locker, they make me keep it in because I work in a secure environment, the first thing I saw was how many tons Polo had stolen the night before. And Polo is the consummate pirate. He has so much fun in this game, living the life of a roleplay pirate. And, he does everything that you'd want a roleplay pirate to do. Yes, he does kill the odd commander, but when he does give them fair warning. It is an odd thing, because out of all of us, the roleplay good guy game guys always consider Polo to be good for the game, and what Polo does being good for the game, which is hilarious because a lot of the rest of us, even though we do exactly the same as what Polo does, they can be considered to be toxic scum that should be eradicated. But Polo skirts that line very, very well. He's a dab hand at being the roleplay pirate that everyone enjoys being a roleplay pirate. And even when he's at his most killy, he's still a roleplay pirate at heart. Here's him negotiating and haggling with players about how many tons they're going to drop, actually taking their time to just roleplay it out, have a bit of fun, staring at each other, and that only really happens to Polo. You don't see that sort of piracy clip from many people on any version of Elite Dangerous. Polo is the consummate pirate, always negotiating, always looking to score. And me, on the other hand, I was having all the luck in the world. I was having the mysterious de-instancing players. I was having the no cargoes. I was having no luck in my short time before work pirating. But them's the breaks, that's what happens. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. And on this day, this clip is mine, and as you can see, a de-instance. There's not much you can do about it, just get on with the next one. And back to Polo, see, he's enjoying roleplay haggling at its finest. So is he just lucky to run into this many people? Is it just good timing? Is it his pirate senses? Or is it his secret Discord server that he doesn't tell anyone else about, where all his regular customers can look up where he's pirating today? I reckon he just posts his status, I'm pirating here, and they just flock to him. Anyway, that's the running theory. But honestly, it's just the fact that he just goes where there's likely to be action. So in this case, the CG, he just goes where he thinks there's going to be action, has some fun, robs some people, and gets lots of clips like this of amazing piracy. Meanwhile, me, I don't have quite as much luck. but I do have my days, and I do have a decent amount of clips of piracy. But there is a good reason why I do a lot of my piracy with Polo. Definitely I don't do it with Orc, but I do it with Polo. When I'm on my own, I do seem to get way more no cargoes than when I'm with Polo. As every Dark Marauders should know, and anyone who watches my channel should know, you never go pirating with Pirate Orc. You always go pirating with Polo. Polo attracts commanders, Pirate Orc, they just seem to vanish and disappear. I'm kind of a 50-50. Most of the Dark Marauders are a 50-50, but when it comes to it, Pirate Orc is just no. It's very rare that you have a good day pirating when Orc's involved. You know, if it comes to conning people or hunting down combat loggers, you shout Pirate Orc all day long. That's his domain. But when it comes to roleplay piracy and collecting cargo off people, that's Polo's domain. That's what Polo does, and somehow he gets all the customers. But yeah, I'll just leave you with a clip of him in a little bit of combat. He actually negotiated 50 tons of cargo for winning a 1v1 with somebody in their FDL. Like, just, he's all about the cargo. So yeah, he negotiated, if he won the 1v1 he would get so many tons of cargo, and yeah, he got his Mamba out, which is one of those hideous Mambas to fight against. It's all pack hounds and multi-cannons and missive, and it's just not a very pleasant ship to fight against, but you know, it is a pirate ship, not a combat ship, so to win a 1v1 with it is decent enough. So there we go, pretty much the full gambit of Polo piracy. Negotiating, role-playing, haggling, combat to win cargo, you name it, he does it. I'm sure his head will swell from this video, and I'll probably hear him crowing about it. But that's all, thank you very much for watching.
Look, they're robbing all of the commanders.